Hello, Hotties.
I'm Positive Noodles.
And I'm xFlowmingo.
Welcome to Hot X Nudes.
If you're new here, this is where we drop some hot takes on nerdy topics, read Reddit stories, and do our weekly FMKs.
Welcome, guys. Happy Halloween. This
Boo!
will be releasing on Halloween. Halloweeny. I don't know. Also, now my pets are apparently doing WWE. Just
Oh, love
for
it.
anybody that's wondering what's going on with the video, we are just doing audio this week just because of technical difficulties. Because if you're a streamer without technical difficulties, you're not a streamer. Okay?
Right.
Just kidding.
Then you're fake. JK.
I'm jealous of you. So, but we're just doing audio
I
this week. So,
yeah, also, I'm back. Hi.
yes, welcome back. I
Hi.
know our schedules have been so different. It's been
I
crazy.
know.
But
Such a mess.
I hope you guys enjoyed the episode with Natalie. I loved it so
I know
much.
I did.
I was like,
I loved it.
So she's from the Easily Distracted pod, and just a friend of mine. And I afterwards we we ended recording. I was like, should we just do another third podcast, even though we're so stretched thin, just like a you and me, like Natalie squared. Like, come on.
Oh my God.
Like,
right. The
Tale of
double
Two
Natalie, that
Natalies.
was crazy.
Yeah, I loved
Amazing.
it. I loved it. But we'll definitely have to have her back, and maybe we'll have a 3-person
Absolutely.
episode, you know?
Ooh, that could be a lot of fun.
We did make a graphic to do that if we ever did have a guest. So
true.
you made it.
Good points. I know.
Okay. I was like,
just saying good points.
True. Okay. So, let's get into Powered, you know? We're gonna get straight into this. So Powered, playing, watching, reading, drinking. Playing. I haven't really played anything. I've been meaning to, but I really haven't, unfortunately. But I do want to get back into certain things. My favorite game right now on my phone is Facebook Marketplace. So if that's a game, then which I feel like a game. It's like one of those gambling games, you know?
Right.
Remember Farm Life or whatever, Farm something?
I never played that. However, I do remember getting like 1,000 requests from like my mom's cousin's cousin on Facebook to play with them, and I'm like, geez. It would be like every day I'd have like 26 new notifications of like that.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, was it Farm Life or Farmland or what was it?
I know what you're talking about. I can't think of what it's called though.
Yeah.
Farmville.
Farmville, that's what it was. So so I haven't really been playing anything. I will be playing a short hike or be doing art this week for my stream on Thursday. Whatever I'm feeling. I do want to get back into gaming. I do love gaming. I love playing video games, and I'm setting up my Switch to do some more parallel play with my husband in his gaming room because there's a TV in there. So like I can do parallel play and play on my Switch because I don't like to play handheld too much with my Switch. But anyway, we watched the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. I have seen it twice already. For anybody wondering, it is on Peacock, which is a streaming service. It's the NBC streaming service. I literally bought the Premium Plus package so I wouldn't have ads, and bought it just for this month, just so that I can watch Five Nights at Freddy's. That was
smart, honestly. Smart.
Yeah. Well, now I don't have to go to the theater. And I can see it as much as I want, and it's the price of like one ticket. So, so yeah, I saw that. So I watched it on Thursday because it actually released a day early, and I was like, yes, let's go. I loved it, and I thought they did really well. There's people that. Here's a small hot take. It was great, and
I agree.
if people, I don't want to spoil anything. This is all I'm going to say. They're children. They're going to act like children. Anyway. So, but that's not a spoiler. We're just talking about children in general.
Exactly.
No, I truly loved the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. This is coming from somebody who's watched over 60 videos of lore about the Five Nights at Freddy's from MatPat on Game Theory. I absolutely loved it. I thought they did a great job. I liked all the little things. For anybody wondering, it's not going to be completely canon and like loyal to the games. It's going to be more loyal to the books with a little bit of a spin. So, Matthew Lillard did a great job. Now all I have is Matthew Lillard from Scream thirst traps on
Oh my
my
God,
thing because
literally.
I was showing Eric like him in Scream because I was like, oh look, this is like what he was originally known for. Like this is before Scooby Doo, you know.
Right, every
Also,
spooky season I get Matthew Lillard, Ski Ulrich,
yep,
bloodied, and I'm like, hmm,
yeah, and now Ghostface is trending again because women want
of
men to
course,
wear ghost faces.
of
Um,
course.
but there's that. So I watched that. And we just been watching silly things. Was there a? I feel like there was another Halloween. There was a Bob's Burgers episode. But now I can't remember the third one. I talked about it last time. Anyway, yeah, so I have been watching that. And then what other movie did we watch? We watched. I'm so bad at remembering what I actually watched. Um, shoot, I can't remember shit.
It
Oh,
happens.
Tower Heist. So it's a movie from I want to say early 2000s, mid 2000s, and it has Ben Stiller, Eddie Murphy, Matthew Broderick, um, Alan Alda, who's the guy from MASH, a bunch of people. PG-13, and it's a little heist movie, and it's a comedy. And apparently, you can say the N-word multiple times, and it's still PG-13.
Oh,
It's said by Eddie Murphy.
oh, yikes.
So, I mean,
Still, I know, but
yeah, it's
I
it's
don't know.
it's weird. It is
Yeah,
weird. Um,
yeah.
so Eddie Murphy, yeah. Anyway, they do say that word.
I
It's
guess.
only Eddie Murphy saying it. I don't know
Yeah,
if that makes it better or whatever, but yeah. So
right.
did not know because I know you can only say like one F-bomb in a PG-13 movie, but apparently the N-word doesn't count. Who knows? Maybe
Well,
it
I
was
mean, we all
edited
read
out.
To Kill a Mockingbird in like sixth grade.
Oh God, yeah. That was a good, that book made me
So, me too.
cry. Talk about reading. I read
Right.
the rest of the not epilogue. What's the thing? Prologue to um what is it called? Love Hypothesis. They had like a prologue and then I'm about to go to chapter 1. I just been so distracted. Um for anybody that didn't see my Twitch thing, there was a big event that happened in Maine. Look it up. It's so there was a lot to deal with, and I really haven't had been in the reading mood because it's just been chaotic. And I decided I'm not gonna read. I'm just gonna scroll on my phone, and that's okay for right now. This distraction is okay, but I do want to get more into reading that and drinking. I'm drinking nothing. I literally have nothing around me.
Get some
Um,
water.
I technically do have water next to me, but I just got home. It's raining out, so I was checking the basement, and you guys can't see it, but I have a wig on. I will be taking pictures and I will post it. I have an orange wig on to be, or like redhead wig to be Kim Possible, and I have green cargo pants, and I did want to 3D print the communicator, which is what the device is called, by the
Boop,
way,
boop, boop.
communicator. But
Oh my God.
yeah,
I
if you
love it.
didn't
I
know.
didn't even realize.
So if I was gonna 3D print that, but I didn't have time, I did 3D print a trophy for our little employee Halloween party. So yeah, there
Ooh.
was that. So yeah, that's what my powered. What about yours?
Powered, playing, watching, reading, drinking. Okay, so playing, I've been mostly just playing Fortnite. Late night
Nerd.
Fortnite vibes. I know, for
I
real.
don't know why I
But
said
Fortnite to
that.
me for the fall Halloween time is a lot of fun because they do add a lot of stuff to the game. Like there's like one of the it's not a weapon, uh like a movement thing is they have a witch's broom that like sends you flying up in the air and you can glide. It makes like traveling really easy.
Nice.
Which is nice. And then I haven't seen any during my game, so maybe I've just been unlucky, but they usually also add like jump scare zombies that like will pop out of the trash or like a bush if you're near them sometimes,
Bush.
which is usually pretty
Oi.
funny. Oi.
Oi. I am
Oi.
naughty today. I am not nice. I am
Wow,
not
we're
a
going to
treat
Christmas already.
today. Oh. Yeah. I'm just saying I am not
I
a
love
treat
it.
today. I am a trick.
There you go. As you should be, honestly.
But I am a whole ass snack too. Anyway, I don't know.
Oh my god.
But yes, I've heard they
So
add a lot of
true.
fun things. Like
They
that's the
do,
thing
and I
about
really like it.
yeah, Fortnite has always been good about adding like fun new
Yeah.
elements and stuff. So
And I was also gifted by my lovely friend Rowan a skin, which is, I forgot what she's called, but she has like a pumpkin dress on, and she's got like pumpkin seeds in her hair, and like
Aw.
she has like pumpkin spice latte back bling. It's so cute.
Oh, I
Because
love
Rowan gifted
that.
it and was like, "Oh my god, it's you for real," and I'm like, "It is."
I love
I
that.
love my pumpkin spice lattes.
Me too.
So I thought that was really cute.
Chai lattes,
Right.
but yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And for me, it's pumpkin cream cold brew, but still, it's the vibe,
Gross.
you know?
I'm
Oh my
better than
God.
you because I don't drink coffee.
Oh my God.
Not me
Wow.
actually knowing somebody like that.
Oh God.
Not me, I promise. I promise. I feel bad. I wish I drank coffee because I feel like I would get more caffeine in me, but
You
now
could do
I
your
just
like espresso shot that you take like an actual shot.
Oh yeah. Oh,
I love it.
I've done it, but I now do the Alani like powdered mix-ins, so I do
Oh,
get
hell
my
yeah. I keep
caffeine.
forgetting there's powder now. I've been
Yeah.
drinking a lot of Alani's too.
Yeah.
Oh, I should get one right now. Actually, no, I'm not going to.
Okay.
I've been drinking way
Maybe
too much
on the
caffeine.
break. Oh no. Or
Anyways.
Not.
But that's it for all I've been playing. Oh, I did also play Halo 2.
Yeah.
Finish that. I know that I was playing Halo a while back. Finished Halo 2.
What did
But
you
yeah,
think?
that's all I've been playing. I really liked it.
Did you like it
This
more than
was
one?
really hard. It felt like there was a lot more story happening.
Yeah.
Which makes sense given it's like the second one. I feel like that's how video games tend to go. Like the first one does, I don't know.
Okay, for somebody that's played Halo now.
Yes.
Is it just me, or does the Tesla truck look like a warthog or whatever, warhog?
Oh
or
my God, it does. Warthog.
Yep.
You're right. It does.
The
It's like
original one, because it looks all
on top.
Yeah, it looks all pixelated too.
Oh my God, you're so right. I didn't
or like
even
sharp
think
angles.
that.
When that first came out, I was like, "That's a
Hilarious.
warthog."
Right.
I can't speak today. Anyway,
It was like Pumbaa, like when I was a young warthog.
Yes, that one. I'm thinking war because it's war, you know, like Halo's
right. It
war.
does. Right. That makes sense too.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Anyway, it's pretty good. I liked it. I liked it a lot. This one was particularly hard.
Yeah.
But it was very good. It felt like there was a lot more story. I'm a huge fan. And also it was like it was kind of like scary because there's like, I don't want to spoil it, although this game has been out for like 20 years.
Yeah, it's been out for a while.
There's like zombie type things in it.
Yeah.
And it's like pretty scary. So it was like perfect for
Spoopy.
spooky season, you know?
Yeah.
Loved that. So that was watching. I watched FNAF with you.
Yes, you did. I did a movie night, which I want to do more of those.
You absolutely should. I think it's amazing.
Discord movie nights are always fun.
Agreed. Fully agreed. Because we could just like talk shit in the text chat.
Oh yeah, we were like making all these things.
Goof off. I love it.
Also, like I feel so bad, but watching the FNAF movie for the second time, and I know what happens, and it was very I don't want to say predictable, but like I knew what a lot of the plot points were probably going to be, because again, I've watched over 60 videos about this lore over that. I definitely it was fun watching people who don't know anything about it, and they're typing in the chat, they're like, "Oh wait, what is happening? Oh my God,
and
what's
like
that?"
making guesses. Yeah.
And I'm just over here like, just wait.
Right.
And then I felt bad because I was like, oh, it's not that gory. And then a couple gory scenes happen. I'm like, okay, it's not horrible, but it's pretty.
You're like, maybe it's a little bit gory.
Maybe a little bit gory. It's not, I will say for anybody wondering, there's not a lot of blood.
Right.
There's not a lot of blood and guts.
Gory.
It's implied gore.
There's a little bit of blood, no guts.
Yeah, no guts.
No guts.
but tiny bit of blood, more than you would see more in a PG movie, I feel like. If somebody got, like, you
Right.
see more in Mulan when she, like, gets wounded. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. But there is, like, gore in the sense of, like,
Yeah.
harm being done to certain people, but not, like,
Yes.
super. It's PG-13. Anyway, so you watched the
Right.
FNAF movie with us.
Watched the FNAF movie. I loved it. I'm so glad we watched that. I've never played the game myself, but I do remember, like, back when Markiplier was playing them, watching those videos. I remember, like, one Thanksgiving that we spent, like, the whole Thanksgiving party just watching FNAF videos.
I fucking love that.
This is, like, years ago, like 8 years or whatever. I don't remember what it was, but yeah.
That's
and so
how
it just brought me back to that.
Yeah, I found out about it through Markiplier.
Right, me too. Even though that was the first time I'd heard of Markiplier as well.
Oh, really? I knew him from a little bit of other stuff.
See, I wasn't a gamer.
Gross.
I know, disgusting, right? How dare I? So that was, like, how I heard of Markiplier. Anyway, unrelated. I loved the movie. I thought it was great. Matthew Lillard's character looked, like, almost dead on like my uncle, though. So I thought that was so. I was like, because I was, like, fully expecting to be like, ooh, Matthew Lillard. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, because also his bio on TikTok is Zoinks Bitches.
Hell yeah, I love that.
Him. He's funny. He's really funny.
He is very funny. But then he looked exactly like my uncle, and I was like,
gross. Yeah, it's like when Kylo Ren kind of looked like my brother for a little bit, and I'm like, gross, and has my brother's name.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, no. Fuck Raylo.
No.
The only reason, not the only reason.
Right.
Also,
not you bringing up Raylo again. You always say it's my fault. And
it is your fault. It is your fault. I think you put a curse on me. We talked about last episode a witch putting a curse on me that all my friends will be Raylo fans. But I think you did it. You did the curse. You did the curse.
I'm not at will to discuss this.
But no, I will say, like, again, it's Raylo's fine.
I love Raylo.
Raylo's
okay.
Fine. Again, outside.
Natalie made a great point last week's episode that, like, outside of the Star Wars, like, in the fanfics and stuff, like, I love Raylo.
Yeah.
But it felt unnecessary, and that was a great point.
Yeah.
Like, in the actual Star Wars.
Yeah. But, like,
movies.
The romance that makes sense to me is Leia and Han. And I love that, but I just feel like there's not that much more romance that I really think is too important. I think it's more about, like, I don't know. I just felt like it felt so fan service, the kiss. Again.
Oh, no, I agree with you.
Yeah, anyway.
I agree with you.
And we've talked about that. You know what? I want to see an episode where we don't talk about Raylo.
Love or hate podcast.
Hot take. I hate Raylo. She doesn't. Let's go.
Right.
That's 30 more episodes.
This is we're going to discuss this for 3 hours. It's going to be a special 3-hour episode.
But we have to have Natalie on. It has to be like a debate.
Absolutely.
Like,
yes.
Oh my God, that would be so funny. Okay, so anyway.
Anyways, I watched the FNAF movie with you. We always go on side tangents that involve Raylo. But
yes, it's always Raylo or Star Wars.
Or Star Wars in general, right? But anyways, I've also been watching on YouTube the Hell's Kitchen served raw. I've never watched Hell's Kitchen before, but I started watching these served raw things, and I fucking love them so much.
The clips are great, yeah.
They are so good.
We watch Hell's Kitchen, and so Hell's Kitchen and Kitchen Nightmares, like YouTube channel. Whoever fucking runs them, especially the Kitchen Nightmare one, like, so funny, so funny.
Oh my God, amazing! I remember, like, the show being on, like, during dinner time, like when I was a little kid or something.
Yeah.
But, like, I was, like, little and I didn't really care for it. To me, it just, like, felt like there was, like, too much yelling going on, and I can't handle yelling, you know?
Fair.
I'm, like, one of those people. I just can't handle yelling.
How are you friends with me? I'm so loud.
Yeah, but you're, like, loud is different than, like, angry yelling. You know what I mean?
Yeah. True.
So I don't mind loud. I don't like yelling.
Fair.
But now that I'm, like, older, because I was, like, a big, like, Food Network girl. I loved cooking shows and, like, food. So I was surprised that I never liked that.
Yeah.
But now that I started watching the freaking Hell's Kitchen served raw things, I'm like, I think that's what it's called, right?
Yeah, I think so.
But oh my God, I fucking love it.
We
I
should
love
do
it.
like Hell's Kitchen nights because like
I'm
we gotta do
so
Love Is
down.
Blind nights too.
Yes,
I got you
did you cut?
addicted.
You did. That was the other thing. That's right. I forgot that I haven't updated in a while. So yeah, also Love Is Blind.
Yeah,
I
same.
liked
I don't
that
know if
too.
I ever mentioned it on here.
I
So,
don't know.
but I love
Well,
Love Is Blind.
I love it now too.
Yeah,
Have you caught up on the rest of the episodes from the
mm-hmm.
new season? Oh, you
Mm-hmm.
did?
Oh
Oh, I can't
yeah.
wait. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I'm mad about a couple
good.
things, but I was right about a couple
Ooh,
things. But we need to like pick a date and do it like after
I'm
pod,
so
like just
down.
Love Is Blind. Okay.
I'm so down.
Anyway.
Anyway, so that's all I've been watching.
Yeah.
Reading. Guess what? Your girl finally finished House in the Cerulean Sea.
Yes.
Finally. I literally sat down. It was like 2 sessions and I finished the book. And I loved it. Can I tell you? So I remember TikTok recommended to me Legends and Lattes, and that kind of fell flat for me. I was like, it's fine, whatever.
Yeah.
So I kind of was worried. When I was recommended House in the Cerulean Sea, I was recommended that as another like cozy fantasy type of vibe. So I was kind of like, okay, maybe it'll be cute. And like, I trust people's reviews of it. It was
Yeah.
so good. I really thoroughly enjoyed this. I thought it was great. I'm so happy that I read it, that I finally like sat down and finished reading it. I loved it so much.
Yeah.
So I loved it. I'm really happy I finished reading that, and I highly recommend that book to anyone who does want like a cozy fantasy, because that one to me felt like a lot more like a cozy fantasy than
Yeah.
Legends and Lattes had the vibe of a cozy fantasy, but it was like almost too low stakes. Whereas like House in the Cerulean Sea, there were definitely more like there was a lot more at stake, but nothing like aggressive.
Yeah.
It wasn't like everyone's gonna die. It wasn't like
Yeah.
that kind of aggressive.
There was like a
But it
yeah.
was. I really liked it. So I'm happy that I finally finished that. Only took me like 10 months, but it's fine.
You
Um,
know my only gripe with House in the Cerulean Sea or on the
you
Cerulean
said it was
Sea.
the audio book,
Gazebo. I
right?
don't want to hear fucking gazebo. It's
Gazebo.
gazebo. Everything else was great. I think I liked Legends
Gazebo.
and Lattes a little bit more because of my D&D background a little bit,
That
because I
makes
felt
sense.
it made a lot more references to like D&D backgrounds and stuff like this, while this was more of like a fantasy that was such a new
Right.
universe to everybody that it was like approachable. Does that make sense?
Right. Yeah. That
So
makes
yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
In the meantime, okay, so that was already like a couple of weeks ago that I finished that. I
Yeah.
wanted to pick up a new book last week. I wanted to pick up Love Hypothesis and read it with you.
Yeah.
Tragically, my Barnes and Noble did not have that in stock. So
Lame.
I know. So I decided, I was like, okay, I'm gonna pick up another smutty romance. So I went on TikTok and I found Ice Planet Barbarians. And my brain, when
I've
I
heard
saw
about
these,
this.
yes. So in my brain, when I saw these big blue men with long hair on an ice planet, I was like, okay, that to me screams Loki. That screams Frost Giant Loki. You know what I mean? So
Okay,
I was like,
okay.
yes, I'm gonna pick it up because I love a good Loki fanfic. And to me, I was like, okay, it makes sense that I would read this.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I was not expecting the spice to start on page 39.
I know, you sent me a snap. And it was actually right after or right before I was recording with Natalie and I told her.
Right. And okay, so the other thing is, so far I kind of like it. The story is pretty interesting. I really like the story. The spice to me might be a little bit too much. Not in like that it's like super spicy or anything. It's fairly tame. However,
It takes away.
I do think that, so the first spicy scene, I'm gonna say this as a warning. I guess it's kind of a spoiler, but questionable consent happening.
Okay.
So as a pre-warning to anyone who's gonna pick up these books.
Okay.
I know that there are several of them. There's like 4 or 5 in the series, I think, or 3. I don't really know, but I don't know that I'm gonna read all of them. I am more than halfway through the book.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I do like the story. I think it's fascinating.
Okay.
And the spice is good, but
Yeah.
that first scene on page 39, I was like, I don't know.
That's how
I just
I
didn't know how
kind
I
of,
feel about it.
yeah, that's kind of how I don't want to, I don't know how to, that's how I kind of felt with Game of Thrones at first.
Right.
Because Khaleesi, Daenerys, the first, she loved her husband when he died, but like she was sold off, you know? And
Right,
so it was
right.
like that. I kind of get that because that's kind of how
Exactly,
I
because
felt about
that's
that.
kind of what happens in the book as well so far. Is
Okay.
like it's you know,
Yeah.
there is romance as well. So it becomes not an issue, but right off
Gotcha.
the bat I'm like, I don't know that I like that, you
Yeah.
know?
Fair,
But
fair.
and it could be triggering to some people, so that's why I feel like it's worth mentioning.
Yeah.
Um
See, I
but
really
it's
love that
neat.
all my spice books have always made like explicit consent.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
it's truly been a lot more of like, this is consent, you know?
Right. This is my
Um,
first time actually reading a proper spice book. Like for the most part, all the spice I've read has been fan fictions.
Gotcha. I got things to
So
recommend to you.
yes, please do because I'm
I
interested.
mean, I've sent you some snaps, but apparently we gotta, okay, I'm gonna buy you Love Hypothesis or something and send it to you because I need you to read it with me because, oh
I
my
know. I
God.
was thinking of getting it on my Kindle.
Because
I'll
I've
probably get
already
it on my
heard
Kindle.
how good the spice is and like how
Right.
long, how a chapter is full of spice, like a full ass
Ooh.
chapter. So
Right. So I love it.
just saying is all.
Yeah.
All right.
But
And then
yeah.
drinking?
Drinking, I'm just drinking water right now. So also kind of boring. I
Yeah,
was gonna make a hot chocolate, but it's warmed up a little bit since earlier today. It was like I woke up and it was like freezing,
fair.
but it's warmed up a little bit, so I was like, I'm not feeling hot chocolate right now. I have white hot chocolate, which is my
Nice.
personal favorite. Um, but yeah, I'm just drinking water. Boring.
Water, you know what I say, hydrate or
You
die
need
straight.
water, right? And why would you want that? JK,
Exactly. I already seem like I am because I'm in a hetero relationship, a hetero facing
J.
relationship. Gross.
Mhm.
Um,
Disgusting.
I
No,
love
I'm
when I'm
just
out with my gay friend. He's awesome, and I'm bi, so he'll be like, "Oh, he's hot," and I'm like, "Yeah, not my type." And then after a while, he goes, "No shit, your type has boobs," and I'm like, "You know it. My type is boobs, and then Eric."
right.
So,
I love
yeah. So
it.
you want to move on to hot takes?
Yeah, let's move on to hot takes.
Okay. So my hot take is I don't know. I was kind of gonna go with costumes don't need to be all out. All right. And
Yeah,
you don't, I know this sounds bad. You don't need to dress up to go to a costume party.
agreed.
So I know a lot of people are like, it's Halloween. Like, you got to dress up. Like, just do this or costume party. You have to dress up. So I'm very much like with a cosplay, I need to like have every single second, like everything down. Like even with this Kim Possible thing, I'm dressed up as Kim Possible. I think I already said, and I'll take pictures and stuff. But like I want to have every single outfit, like every single element. And sometimes people don't have time for that, so they feel
Hmm.
pressured, and then they get there, or they don't want to wear the costume because they're not happy with it. Like you don't realize
Right.
that like there are certain people that want to make sure that they have this done, you know, like excuse me, they want to have this done and like done well, and they don't have the time. Like one of my friends is like this, and she also, so she has OCD, and one of her OCD things is perfectionism. OCD is different for every person. I just want to go over that.
Right.
Like a lot of people think it's a cleaning thing, it's not. It's different for every person. But like for her, she has to have it, like if she's taking pictures, she needs to pose exactly like that person. And so for
Hmm.
her, she loves Halloween, but then it's also so daunting for her. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's very much so daunting, and so sometimes you just can't dress up. You don't want to, you can't, you don't have time. Especially too, I saw this one thing where it was like, oh, like if your kids are, if you have time to get your kids costumes, you have time to put a little effort into yours to go to a Halloween party. I was like, do not make the parents wear Halloween
Right.
costumes if they don't have to. Let them
Right.
dress up as a tired mom because they probably are, or a tired dad, or a tired parent, you know?
Right.
So it's not a big hot take, but it's like if you're going to a Halloween party, even if it's like a costume party, like you don't have to dress up. If you guys are
Right.
feeling stressed, you don't have to dress up. Now, do not go and be like, oh, dressing up is so for like the young
Right.
and this and that. Don't give people crap if they dress up. Just don't dress up if you don't want to or can't or like mentally don't have the capacity to sew your
Right.
costume, to get all the elements. And also, dressing up is expensive too. Like even if you do it yourself, like you have to sew, you have to do like there are
Right.
financial constraints. So,
I also
again,
am a huge fan of like a closet costume.
yes, I love
If
closet
that's easy for you,
cosplay. Yeah.
obviously that still takes effort. So like if that's still too much, I
Yeah.
completely understand. But like sometimes for me, just like a little closet version of costume
Yeah,
is
like I'm
great.
not doing a full Kim Possible in the sense of like I don't have the right sweater, I don't have the gloves, I don't have the belt, I don't have like the communicator or whatever it is.
Right.
But like do a closet cosplay or and I like to do that in some of my elements as well. Like I wear this shirt that makes me think of Leia. One of the things that I was thinking
Right.
also you can do puns. So like easy
Oh
one
yes.
too, get a
Concept
hoodie.
costumes
Yeah,
are
get a
great.
hoodie. Do the whole Mean Girls thing like she doesn't even go here. Doesn't
Right.
matter what color hoodie you have. If people need
Nope.
ideas, but again, you don't have to. My
Right, of
friend
course.
didn't have one, but somebody had like ears and like cat ears kind of. And I'm like, you could
Right.
be a gym rat, just dress up in your gym clothes and like make these kind of like mouse ears. And
Right.
then you're
And
a
it's
gym
like
rat.
a gym rat.
Yeah.
Right. That's perfect. That's
Just,
actually a great idea.
thank you. But like
That's
again,
a good
if you don't
idea.
want to dress up, you don't want to dress up. Just
And
don't give
honestly, the
people
other thing
crap.
too, again, still like if this is within your means,
Yeah.
and if that's something you feel like doing, but a Halloween shirt. You could
Yeah.
if you have a shirt with a pumpkin on it,
Yeah.
that works.
Again, don't
I
go to a thing being like, oh, I'm too above it all, this and
right,
that.
as long as
Again,
yeah,
I know people like
exactly.
this, but if you don't want to dress up, that's fine. And
Right,
also,
I
if you're a
agree.
host and you're expecting every single person to dress up, come
It's
on.
like it's not that serious.
It's not that serious. Don't give people crap. If they're being rude about it, tell them, okay, you can get a costume or leave, you know?
Right.
So, anyway, that's my hot take. Flo, what is yours?
I agree with you. Okay. So I have a couple of them actually. If you want to go over both, we can see our time, how we're doing on time.
Yeah.
But okay, first one, I think that like the hot slash like sexy versions of Halloween costumes are great, even if a lot of people think they're basic.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan. Like I don't be sexy Buzz Lightyear. Like that's fine.
Go for
I
it.
think I think it's cute. I don't know. I think it's fun.
Have you seen
Why
Sexy
not?
Shower?
Sexy shower? What is
Yeah.
that?
It's like you're dressed up as like a tub bath, but sexily. I don't know. I'll have to send you
Oh
the
my god. Or
picture.
like sexy ghost when you wear like a sheet but with like fishnets and high heels. I
Yes.
love it. I'm like, this is
Love that.
hilarious.
Yeah.
I'm
Sexy
like, this is
Patrick.
cute. Right. Yes.
That's a
I just think
reference, but yeah.
it is a reference, but I think it's great. I think it's fun.
Yeah.
Because that's how I've always, I mean, I haven't dressed up for Halloween in a long time, but for me, I think it's just fun to like kind of dress hot, and it's like a, it's a good excuse to,
Yeah.
as well.
What's that Mean Girls quote? Like Halloween is the time that you can dress up
Right.
as a slut and nobody's
And
gonna
no one
say
can call
anything.
you a slut. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I don't call people sluts derogatorily.
Oh yeah, of course.
But I get it. I kind of want to do a hot thing, but I'm not confident with my body, so I'm just gonna be a
Right, of
hot
course. That's
mess.
also it's also okay if you
Yeah.
don't wear a hot costume too. You can wear a totally goofy costume. I think this year I've been watching TikToks and getting so many Halloween costumes on there. The costumes this year have been top fucking tier.
Yeah.
And I think because a lot of them have been funny hot.
Yeah.
They're not like just hot or just funny, and like those are fine, but like they are hilarious and hot. I saw this like group of girls that went and they were I mentioned this to you, but during Paris Fashion Week, there was like a bed bug infestation, and they were
Yes.
like wearing like hot outfits all in brown, but then they had berets and like bug like antennas, and they were like the French bed bugs, and we were like, we're
Yes.
dressed as cunty French bed bugs,
Have you seen the
and
person?
I was like, I love it.
Have you seen it's the person that plays Betty in Riverdale, the blonde?
Oh my god.
She was dressed up as like a server, and then on
Yes,
her like platter it said cunt because
it
she's
said
serving
cunt.
cunt.
Yes, she did that. I also that to me is like the first thing I thought of when I was thinking of the hot Halloween costumes.
Yeah.
Because the three of them from Riverdale, they always go in like a trio costume,
Oh,
and
do
they
they?
also so yeah, sometimes they also have separate Halloween costumes for their things, but they almost always, like the last several years, have gone as like a trio. This year they did Harley Quinn, Poison Ivy, and Catwoman.
Oh, I love that.
And they always look so cute, and they always look super hot, and I love it. I think it's so cute. This is a little New England reference, but I think it's a New England reference.
Yes.
I saw someone dressed as the Friendlies Monster Mash ice cream sundae.
Yep.
And
Yep.
and it was still cute because she was still in like a crop top and
Yeah.
like
And like
like
silver
cute
pants,
clothes.
yeah.
Right. And I'm like, this is like cute. This is funny how I've seen people going as like sexy Steve Harvey, and I'm like, this
Yeah.
is hilarious. I love it so much.
Yeah.
And I just love it. So I've been loving the funny hot costumes this year. I love it so much.
Oh, I gotta tell you, I don't know, should I say it on the pod? I feel like people would forget by now. Okay, so I kind of hot take, I said like I don't like couples costumes. I don't know if I said this on the pod. I don't like
Mhm.
couples costumes that are like father and daughter figure because that's just kind of
Oh,
weird to me. So like
yeah.
Sully and Boo, you know?
Right. I
Like
totally agree with you.
yeah, like kind of that stuff where it's like not a couple being a couple, and sometimes they don't have to be couples. Like if you're doing
Right. Yeah.
Pain and Panic from Hercules, like that makes sense.
Right.
But like with a father-daughter dynamic or a mother-son, like with a
Yes,
dynamic
I
that's even if
completely
they're
agree with
not.
you.
So like I would never do Sully and Boo with Eric, but like if I had a kid, like maybe we would do Sully and Boo, you know? But
Right.
I saw this one and I'm going to do it next year. It's a girl who's dressed up in a green dress and she had orange heels, but I'm going to have orange tights. And then a guy dressed up with a lab coat, and it's Perry the Platypus in Doofenshmirtz.
Oh
And
my
so, but you
god.
carry around like a cowboy hat or a brown
Right. Like,
hat. And so, and it's like,
yeah.
is that a platypus? Perry the Platypus. But you don't
Right.
have to like put on a beak. You don't, because it's just
Right. It still gives
the
the vibe.
meme. Yeah. The
Right.
meme is all just if it's green and orange and you put brown on top of it, like that's just the meme. Like it doesn't have to even be shaped as a
Right.
platypus and people.
I've seen that referred to even on TikTok as like
Yeah.
plates. Like it would be like an orange plate, a green plate, and a
Yup.
brown. You know what I mean?
So I thought that was funny, even
So
though
it
it's not
works.
like a couple's. I thought it was a funny thing because it's like
Right.
it's not like you know. I
You
thought
know
that
what I
was
think would
cute.
be a cute couple's costume, in my
What?
opinion, would be Perry the Platypus and then the bear, the panda bear.
Oh yeah, that would be
Oh my
cute.
god, right? Oh
All
my
right.
god.
What's your other hot take?
Okay, so my other hot take is that candy corn is actually so fucking good and tastes nothing like wax.
Thank you. Thank you.
I fucking love candy corn.
I love
I don't
candy
care
corn.
what everyone says. It's not candle wax. It's delicious.
It's
It's
delicious.
just sugar. That's all it tastes like.
I fucking love it.
It's so good. I love candy corn.
I could eat a whole bag. Probably not now
Yeah,
because
me
of my
too.
I can't eat too much sugar, but yeah. I thank you.
Felt
That is a huge hot take. It's
that's a
like you
big one.
either love
Every
it or
year, I
hate
feel like
it.
people complain about it and be
Yeah.
like, candy corn is disgusting or candy corn is great. I'm
Yeah.
a big fan
And
of
then everyone's
candy
like, but
corn.
I like the pumpkins. And I'm like, it's the same. It's the
No,
same. No,
disagree
but
because
like,
I don't like the pumpkins. I don't like the shape. They're too big.
okay, no, but like, it's the same taste.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's not
To
the
like
same,
the
but
pumpkins and not like the candy corn is weird
yeah,
to
yeah.
me.
Like, I get it if it's a
But my way
texture or
isn't weird.
size, but like, no, but like, in the sense, yours is like, but people are like, the pumpkins taste better. No, they're the same
No, they're the
taste.
same flavor.
Ugh. That's
Ugh,
what upsets me because I'm a huge candy corn lover and I get shit for it all the
I
time.
fucking love candy corn. I buy it
Me
like
too.
every year.
Me too. I have some downstairs.
Which reminds me, oh my god, I saw on TikTok it was like a Halloween candy and cheese pairing board.
Oh.
So I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna do that tomorrow.
Nice, nice.
We'll see.
All right, so we'll be right back with our Reddit stories and FMKs, but we're gonna go to a break.
BRB.
Bye. All right, welcome back, guys. We're going to get right into our Reddit stories. So I'm going to go first. Am I the asshole for making my daughter return a Halloween costume? This happened in October, and my daughter is still acting cold and hardly speaking to me. This is from a year ago, just by the way. My daughter, female 16, works an after-school job 5 days a week. Her high school had a costume contest for Halloween. My daughter and her friends planned a group costume to enter. She went with her friends after school to buy costumes. I pick her up and her friends from the store, and they showed me their costumes. My daughter spent $80 on hers. I was pissed. That's a lot of money to spend on something you're going to wear for a few hours. Very irresponsible use of money. I told her as much in the car and told her it was ridiculous. I dropped her friends off and took her back to the store and made her return the costume and accessories. Her friends found someone else to take her place in the group, and they won the contest and a $100 Visa gift card to split. My daughter came home from school on Halloween upset, and she claimed that she had to sit and watch her friends while they had fun, and she missed out on everything. I pointed out to her after splitting the gift card, it would be way less than she spent on the costume, and it was only a few hours, but she didn't want to listen. Now it's a month later, and she's still moody and ignoring me. My ex-husband told me I made her miss out, and she works so much. She missed out on a lot of stuff with her friends, and I could have let her had this. But at the end of the day, I saved her $80. I'm just trying to teach my daughter how to be responsible with money, and she could have gotten something cheap, especially since I would have only she would have only worn it for a few hours. Am I the asshole?
Okay, so can you remind me, was it the daughter's money?
Yep.
Or was it? Oh, okay, then you're the asshole.
I saved her $80. She did not
Right.
spend the...
So I think teaching your kids financial responsibility and telling them what to and not to buy is not the same thing. I think your daughter should have been able to choose what she wants to spend her money on.
Yes. So this
if
is...
it's her own money. Obviously,
Exactly.
if it's like your money and she's like, Mom, please, I need $100 to buy a Halloween costume, and you don't feel like that's necessary, then
that's your money. But she works 5 days a week.
Right.
So she's going to school and also doing 5 days a week at a job.
Right.
Okay. And she bought it with her own money and is doing it with her friends. And like the ex-husband told them, she's missed out on so much because she works. Right. So this is something she could have done with her friends. So this could have been the
one thing. Yeah. To me, this is an experience, not like it's not as simple as the costume cost too much money. You know what I mean? Now she missed the whole experience.
Also,
with her friends and all this.
If you just said, I don't think that's a good use of your money,
explain
fine.
What you think. Yeah.
But driving her back and making her return
it's like, that's controlling. It's her money.
Oh, she was rated the asshole, by the way. A lot of people were like, they're like, congrats, you strained your relationship with your daughter for $80 that wasn't even yours. Hope it was worth it.
Absolutely, I agree.
Teaching a daughter a lesson that she wouldn't have fun for an evening. Yeah. I don't know. So this is, somebody said, really messed up her relationship with her daughter because of $80. What mom thought she was teaching? How to make responsible decisions about money, how sacrifices need to be made for future. What mom actually taught her daughter. It's better to lie to her mom about how much things cost to avoid being humiliated in front of her friends. Don't include mom in decisions, especially ones that involve money. Don't share plans with mom in case she tries to control the outcome. And save up as much money as she can so she can move out ASAP.
Yep.
And I think that's
all of this.
Yep.
That hits the nail right on the head.
Yeah. So they were
Exactly.
voted the asshole. This was from last Halloween.
I agree. That sucks.
Yeah. It makes me want to punch the mom. But
I know. Like, it would be one thing if it was your money and you were like, no, I'm not spending my money on that. But it's her money.
It's her money, and
your
she
daughter's
worked
money.
for it.
The way to teach her to be responsible for her money.
Also, she could
tell her how you feel. Fine.
She could have worn the costume
exactly
another time.
Right.
But
I just that's kind of shitty.
Yeah. All right. So Flo, Reddit story.
Okay. Yep. Am I the asshole for not serving alcohol at my Halloween party?
Yes.
I, 27F.
Sorry.
Oh my god. No, you're fine. I, 27F, don't drink alcohol. It's a personal decision. I don't mind if other people drink around me as long as they respect my desire not to and don't get pushy. I regularly host parties and small gatherings with friends, and I usually serve a variety of food and non-alcoholic beverages, usually beverages that I would drink if there were any left over. And I'm fine with people bringing their own alcohol if they want to drink, and it's never been an issue before. Most of my friends know I don't drink, and my parties are usually a success either way. This year, I hosted a Halloween party, and I invited friends and a couple coworkers that were cool, but I wasn't super close with yet. But I wasn't super close friends with yet, and a few friends brought over their friends as well. As usual, I didn't serve alcohol. Things were going fine, and then my coworkers showed up, a few of them clearly already slightly buzzed. My best friend Kev, who knows I don't drink and had sometimes brought his own alcohol to my place in the past, starts chatting with my coworkers, and then after a while, loudly starts talking about wanting a drink and offers to go to the convenience store down the block to buy some alcohol. People were excited about this, so Kev left, got some booze, and came back. After the party, before he left, Kev pulled me aside and gave me a lecture. He told me that he respected my decision not to drink, but that if I was throwing a party for anyone outside of my close friends, alcohol was an expectation, and that I was going to disappoint a lot of people or be seen as misleading if there wasn't alcohol. He insisted that next time I should at least warn people that I wasn't serving alcohol in case that was a deal breaker or they wanted to bring their own, but that really I should just suck it up and serve alcohol at my parties in the future. He also insisted that he'd saved my party by going out and buying booze, and asked if I would chip in for the cost of alcohol he'd bought. I was shocked and refused, but today Kev sent me a Venmo request for it anyway and reminded me that I owed him for it. His Venmo request was for $75. I was shocked and hadn't realized it was such a big deal. Am I the asshole for not serving alcohol and for not warning people about this in advance?
So wait, this is the best friend that's saying this, not the coworker?
Yeah, the best friend.
Oh, fuck. No, you're not the asshole.
Yeah,
this is...
so...
Okay.
Go ahead.
I just feel like if the best friend knows this and is like one to bring alcohol and this and that, then like, no, I just know all around. I think they're not the asshole. I really don't. But like the friend knows. If it was the coworker, I'd be like, okay, I can see where maybe they're coming from. But like the friend's been at this party before.
Right.
Also, a lot of parties, even as adults, are BYOB.
Right.
You know, like that wasn't me because you know me, I'm extra. But like most parties are BYOB, even outside of college, which is bring your own booze, by the way, if anybody didn't know.
Yes.
I don't know if that's common in the sense of like the abbreviation, but it's like it's kind of bring your own booze. And then like I know some parties will have like a couple things out for people, but like or like a punch or like a bottle of wine.
Right.
But like parties don't need to be all about alcohol. I don't know.
Right. That's
I don't think they're the asshole.
To me. I don't think they're the asshole either. There was one comment here that said, you sent out Halloween party invites and didn't mention it was BYOB. You're not a total asshole, but use some common sense. That was a little bit aggressive to me, but I do understand. I think if they're okay with alcohol, they probably should have said, hey, I'm not going to serve alcohol, but you can bring your own if you'd like.
Yeah.
But I don't think that that's an asshole move. I also think it would have also been okay if they don't want alcohol at their house to say, hey, there's going to be no alcohol. Please don't bring any because I don't want it in my house. I think that's fair as well.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, maybe they should have said, if you want alcohol, it's bring your own. But
yeah,
I don't think it's an asshole move. Like,
I don't think it's
okay to not serve alcohol. However, I think Kev trying to insist they pay for it is silly. Because one, I'm not drinking. Two, I'm fine with people bringing their own booze. So like, why would I have to pay for it?
Yeah.
This doesn't make any sense. And saying he saved the party, I think that's like
bullshit.
it's like calm down.
But if this
Not
is
that
the first
serious.
time it's been an issue and they've hosted multiple parties, I can understand why they're not like, oh, they didn't think to put BYOB because it's never been an
Right,
issue before.
exactly.
And like a lot of people kind of expect it, but again, you don't, it would have been
Right.
good, but she's not, or did they say, sorry, they're not
Yeah,
the,
there's a
okay,
female.
they're not the asshole for trying to say like, oh, like, you didn't put bring your own booze. Some people just like again never had an issue
Right.
until now. Like
Exactly.
it's just
Especially
because of the
because I
coworkers.
regularly host parties and small gatherings with friends, and then usually it's not an issue. So like they probably just didn't even think of it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think they're not the like it's not an asshole move
Yeah.
to not have alcohol. I think it's so silly. It's like grow up. Yeah, drinking is nice. It's fine. And I know if you want to drink, bring your own booze. You know, that's fine.
Yeah.
But like, why? Like it doesn't have to be. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think it's so unnecessary.
It was.
Especially for the friend to be like,
I saved
you
your
owe me
party.
money.
Yeah.
Because I saved your party. It's like,
Venmo request, bitch. Come on.
calm down.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, they're
So
not the
silly.
asshole. We went from
agree.
asshole to not the asshole, but the friend is the asshole.
They were also voted not the asshole.
Good.
Yeah.
I understand, like, maybe for the future put BYOB, like, to make it easier, but they're not the asshole for not putting it.
Right.
You know?
Exactly.
It's just communication.
There's a mix of answers in the comments here. There's some saying like a soft you're the asshole. Some are everybody sucks here. A lot of not the asshole, obviously because they were voted not the asshole. But yeah, I thought this one was interesting. There's something to say about the fact that it's expected to always be alcohol at any event.
I have feelings about that, but
I know.
And not somebody who provided alcohol, provided food. Also, if they're providing all this food and you want, like, they don't
Also,
drink.
like,
So what if
should you show up empty-handed to an event? Should you show up empty-handed to an event?
I don't know if that's just me. I'm somebody where I still go when majority of the times I go and see my mother-in-law and father-in-law, I still bring them stuff.
Right.
Like I still always bring over like a bottle of wine or Coors or whatever.
And so I know I actually ironically yesterday saw a TikTok about this, and the person was explaining like, okay, I know we always think it has to be a bottle of wine, but it doesn't always have to be a bottle of wine. You could also bring like sometimes people bring like themed like napkins or something to an event.
Yeah.
They say bring something that's helpful to the host, whether it's for use during the event or after the event.
So
you could bring a bottle of wine. Some people said that they like to bring like a box of like fresh pastries. That way they can have like a breakfast in the morning without having to think about cleaning up from the event and all this stuff. Anything like that.
So I will say the bottle of wine, like that's kind of common. I do it for my mother-in-law because I know what bottle of wine she likes, and like my father-in-law likes Coors Light, so I'll bring him Coors.
Right.
But also like, bring it like again, like bring napkins, bring chips. Like even if you don't do chips and dips,
flowers, you can
bring flowers.
Make sure that they are like ready to go in a vase, you know,
ready to go in a vase,
do anything,
and make sure if they have cats that it's not ones that are gonna kill cats. Yeah. So like lilies is one of those, and I believe orchids. I know lilies at least.
Okay.
But
I didn't know.
Yeah, I just bring something. You don't have to. You don't have to. And I understand there's a financial constraint, but that's how I am. So I don't know. And I'm somebody, if I bring alcohol and I like, because sometimes we'll go to parties, Eric and I, and we'll both have like one drink. And this is like our one drink because there are people at certain parties that do pressure us to like drink more because they're younger and they want to drink more. And I'm over here like, I've got shit to do. So I forget that my camera's not on, so I can't see, people can't see me, but I'm just like, it's double, what is it? Double peace signs. I almost said double finger guns, but no. But yeah, no, like people, like, I don't know, like we sometimes just bring one drink for ourselves, but if I bring something and I have extras or somebody's like, oh, that looks good, can I try? Yeah, of course.
Right, of course.
You know, but like, I don't think that people should have to supply. Also, do you know how much, like if you're not a drinker and you get a bunch of alcohol and say like they don't use it, Like,
Right.
you're just stuck with all
It's
this
like, now what am I
alcohol.
gonna do? Now I have
Yeah.
like $200 worth of fucking alcohol that I'm not gonna drink.
Yeah. No. I mean,
Like what?
even if, I know it sounds bad, even if it's BYOB and you want to bring something and bring Jello shots, cool. You know,
Oh
like there's
yeah.
so many different things that you could bring.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just always bring something to a party. You know, that's
Right.
just who I am. Like, again,
Right.
I'm been with Eric for 5 years, and we started long distance, so that's why I would always bring something. But the
Right.
first day I brought like flowers, right? I still go over, majority of the time I still go over and get her favorite wine, and
Right.
I get my father-in-law Coors, like, and I'm freaking
Yeah.
married. I'm their daughter-in-law and I still do this. So,
Right.
but
Exactly.
that's just me. So, all
Yeah,
right.
I agree.
Flo, I'm going to have you go first for FMKs.
Oh,
Because I
okay, okay,
totally
okay.
have one and I'm not just
Oh,
going to
right, right,
piggyback.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So my FMK, I know we've been doing everything kind of Halloween themed, and this is going to continue that.
Okay.
So for our Halloween vibes, or
Mm-hmm.
Halloween, depending on if it's a Saturday or whatever.
Yeah.
I know it's a Tuesday this year. You know.
Yeah.
So bar hopping, house party, staying at home and watching Halloween movies. This could be with friends or by yourself, whatever. Doesn't
Okay.
matter.
Fuck a house party.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck at a house party.
Oh.
Just kidding. Fuck house party.
JK, unless.
Fuck house party. Marry the like at home movies with or without friends, and then kill
Yep.
bar hopping. I like bar hopping. I am too old now. I can't.
Okay,
I can't.
I have the same exact answers as you.
Yeah, I love a good house party, and I
Is that show our
throw.
age? I don't know.
No, but also I throw a good ass house
You
party.
throw a good
I
house
mean,
party.
I'm
It's always
literally,
fun.
yeah, I'm literally an event coordinator. I got my
It's
degree,
funny.
event management. Before
It's
I
funny because oh, go ahead. Keep
No,
going.
I was just saying, I started that like major after I threw like house parties at college,
Yes.
which weren't
Yes.
college parties, they were house parties.
Right. They felt like something was a little bit more mature, you know?
It's just me being very host like. So,
And making delicious chicken nuggets.
I need to get
Anyway.
a deep fryer just for that because air fryer is great, but
Ooh,
those are good in the deep fryer.
yeah.
But anyway,
But it's so funny because when I was coming up with this FMK and thinking about my answers, my brain went to your like house party.
yeah,
And even like your bachelorette party, any of like the things you've
yes.
hosted, I'm like, ooh, yeah, that's like
I
nice.
feel
I
like
like that.
house party.
I like a dinner party, house
Yeah.
party situation.
I like house party because usually like I host them, which is I love, you know, but also like it's less pressure than the bar. Again, you can BYOB, so
Right.
there's more control over what you drink, over this, you know. It's a lot more
Right.
fun. Bar
And
hopping is fun, don't get me wrong.
right.
But I don't need to do that anymore. I'll
Right.
probably do
And
it on
that's
vacation.
so I like bar hopping, but to me bar hopping is like a regular weekend thing. Like I don't want to do that in a Halloween costume. I'm clumsy.
Gotcha.
I trip. I do not need to be like in a costume and like tripping on the cobblestones.
Yeah.
Maybe this is like a New England thing because we all of our good places to bar hop have fucking cobblestones.
Okay,
But
I know. Okay, if you're thinking what I'm thinking in the place near us,
yes,
I was wearing heels.
I went to a bachelorette party
once.
there wearing heels, and I ate shit
Yeah,
so bad.
I wasn't drunk and I ate
Me neither.
shit.
This is pre-bar
and then
hopping.
everybody,
I got out of the Uber and immediately fell. I'm like, no.
I got out. I was not drinking and I
Yep.
was wearing kind of not big heels, but wearing heels. And that
And mine were like
cobblestone
funky
got
heels
me.
too. I really thought that I would be stable.
Yep.
No.
And then everybody started laughing. Oh, the drunk girl. And I'm like, I'm not even drunk yet.
I literally haven't even had a sip.
We're thinking of the same place, but yeah.
We are. We have to be. But you know, so like bar hopping on like a regular weekend to me, I like. It's a little bit more casual.
Yeah.
And I guess, look, if I were like young and like trying to fuck, maybe. I'm gonna be blatantly honest here, but like that's not the vibe I'm going for right now.
I mean, I've never done that in the
Right.
last 5 years. I had my hoe phase and I loved it. And when I say hoe phase, I mean it all endearingly.
Oh
Like,
yeah, of course. I think
I'm
everyone
taking
deserves a
back the
hoe
word
phase.
slut. I'm taking back hoe. I'm taking back all this shit.
Absolutely.
I do not slut shame people. If
No,
you
never.
wanna fuck, go
Why
fuck.
would you get that? I was gonna.
I would
I
never
thought maybe too much.
I would never slut shame somebody if I thought somebody was doing something that was self-deprecating and self-malicious, like, or you know what I mean,
Right,
like
and like actually harmful.
harmful mentally or physically. I would bring
Right.
something up, but I would never call them a slut.
Oh God, never. Because
Never.
like, why? That
Also,
like, who
I
cares?
forget it. It's one of like it's Sweden or Finland or something like that where slut is a good term. It means that you get what you
It
want
should
and you
be.
do what you want. It's like taking back the word, and I'm like, let's go.
I love it.
I love
I
my hoe
love that.
phase. My hoe phase was great. There was a lot of crazy shit that happened in my hoe phase. Luckily, nothing
I'd
too
be like
crazy.
that, but you know.
Yeah. I didn't make out with 3 men in one night in a club. Anyway. And then got
But yeah,
strapped.
to me, I think if that was my vibe, then maybe bar hopping would
Yeah.
be a fuck or a marry. But I'm gonna marry the home watching Halloween movies because I
Yes.
love that. Even if it's like a small group of friends doing that with you,
Yes.
and it's like not a house party, but you still have like wine and like apps
Yeah.
and you're watching movies.
Yeah.
I
I
like
love
that.
doing that.
And
That's
then I'm
like
gonna fuck a house
ideal.
party because that's fun too.
Yeah.
I love a little bit of both, you
Me
know.
too.
Bar
Me
hopping for
too.
Halloween is a kill.
No, not in a costume. Not in like if I had to do it
Right.
in
I'm
this
like,
wig. Ugh.
right. It's like, ugh. Yeah.
All right.
What about you? What you got?
So, okay. You know what? I'm just gonna go with this. I came with this off the top of my head. All right. Accurate costume,
Okay.
sexy version,
Hmm.
or closet costume. So accurate, like detailed, accurate, or close to
Okay.
that. Sexy version of a costume, or kind of closet costume. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yes, 100%. I'm gonna go with. So, okay, I'm gonna preface my answers by saying, for me, my ideal costume is actually one that's it's not necessarily a closet costume. It's still like made myself from pieces I buy, but like hot. You know
Okay.
what I mean? Because I don't like, for me personally, I don't like the like Leg Avenue sexy Halloween costumes. You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah,
Like from
yeah.
Spirit Halloween. That's just not my thing. So for that reason, I'm gonna fuck the sexy costumes, marry the closet costumes, and kill the accurate costumes. I love the accurate costumes, and when people do them, I love it. But for me, it's just too much.
Yeah. I get
I
it.
don't have the patience.
Yeah. That's
Um,
fair.
so that's what I'm gonna do. I love building a costume from either like a mix of things from my closet and things I buy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of like when I did the Reina like closet cosplay for
Yes.
Halloween last year. I wore like, it was like Reina going out to the club. I wore like my jeans and
Yes.
like I wore like a one sleeve black top, but I had like the Reina wig and the nails and I did the tattoo. You know what I mean? So it was like
Yeah.
kind of like a mix, you know?
Yeah.
What about you?
I So I kind of get that because I'm kind of doing Kim Possible with stuff that I've already bought. I did buy the cargo pants just for this, but I am now obsessed with these cargo pants. Anyway,
I love it.
so I'm going to fuck accurate,
Mm.
marry closet, and kill sexy. I love a good sexy. It's not that I don't want to do sexy. It's
Fair.
just not in my comfort zone, at
Yeah,
least for
that's fair.
now. And I love doing a closet, like a closet cosplay or closet costume, because I do that. Like there's a certain
Yeah.
outfit that I wear that reminds me of Leia. There's a certain outfit that I wear that reminds me of Rey. And then I'll do a bun, but not the 3
Right.
buns, you know? Um, there are certain things that remind me of, like, I have certain jewelry that reminds me or feels like a cosplay type thing of X-23, Laura, the all new Wolverine, the female Wolverine, right?
Hmm.
So it's very much like I love doing that stuff, and that's stuff that I try to do
Right.
for Halloween weekend, this and that. Like I might just wear this. I might not do the whole wig when I take my goddaughter out for trick-or-treating because I just can't. Not this wig. You guys can't see it, but this wig is below my chest. And it's heavy, and I have short hair, and I do not miss having long hair. It's also like a $12 Walmart one. If I had a better one, it would probably be better, but whatever. And I know you can do like the fabric softener, but whatever. I would fuck an accurate one because I love an accurate one. I love doing DIYs. I love doing like so much. So that, what I see it as a fuck is like, that's what I would want to do at PAX East. I would like to do a cosplay that's accurate at PAX East. And then other days, maybe one day of a cosplay, and then other days do cosplay or just nothing. And then again, sexy. I hope I get to that point.
Closet costume, you know, or closet cosplay.
I just can't do sexy right now. But I think it looks so great on everybody else. Everybody else be sexy.
To me, there's also like the subtle hot because like I'm not gonna wear like a garter and like, you know, I'm not that kind of boy. Look. That's just not my vibe. I'm more of the subtle hot vibe. But again, the funny hot costumes to me are just chef's kiss. I love them.
Yeah. No, I love the subtle hot and the funny hot, like the bed bug stuff like that.
I think it's hilarious. I just think of like Snitchery on TikTok. Do you know Snitchery?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love her. She actually recently did a like sexy Perry the Platypus, and the guy, the Phineas and Ferb creator, the Doofenshmirtz guy.
Yeah. Dan Povenmire.
To it.
Oh, really?
He reacted to it, and he was like, Perry the Platypus.
Also, what was I? Oh my god, I just completely blanked. Yeah. Nope. I lost it.
Funny hot, sexy hot.
Funny hot. Wait, sexy hot. Sexy hot. Funny hot.
Sexy hot.
Oh no, this is just costumes. Did you see people doing Taylor Swift friendship bracelet costumes?
Yes.
And using ball pit things. It's so cute.
Right. That's so genius.
I know.
Love
if I had more time, I would do that for going out with the girls Halloween.
Right. That's so
you guys
cute.
are hearing this on Halloween. We're recording it the day before. So
Right.
All right. Let's move over to Streamer of the Week. So Streamer of the Week is ConchoDreamer. We met him through a raid suggestion. He is they're absolutely lovely. They play a variety of games. And they're great to interact with on in the chat, everything like that. They're so responsive. They were playing today when we were going to look, but they do a variety of games and they're a lot of fun to watch. So check them out, ConchoDreamer, which is ConchoDreamer, ConchoDreamer, so twitch.tv/ConchoDreamer. The link will be in the show notes. And then we'll go into socials and then we'll be out of here. I actually have to go to a party. So socials. So make sure to check us out on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. YouTube for the podcast, TikTok for clips, and Instagram for all our information. So that is HotXNoodspod, HotXNoodspod. Also, feel free to email us with any suggestions, with your stories, with story suggestions, Reddit things, FMKs. That is hotxnudespod@gmail.com. Also, check us out in Discord. The link is down there. I should make like a quick link for that, but check out our link tree as well in the show notes for our Discord, and we talk in there and we have fun little channels. You can also, if you want to support us financially, we do have a Ko-fi, which is ko-fi.com/hotxnudespod. You can buy us coffee or noodles. We'll probably use it for noodles more than coffee, but you can support us that way. All right. You don't get coffee. No. See?
Okay.
No
fine.
Coffee. Only noodles.
Okay.
They are making caffeinated noodles. This is news.
What?
Nissan, they are making gamer noodles that have caffeine in them.
Stop. That's
not even joking. It's already out in Japan, I believe. Anyway.
I love it.
So, Flo, you didn't get to say it last week. Lovely Natalie got to say it last week.
I know. So cute.
She loved it. I loved her. We're going to have her back. So don't worry. We're going to have her back, Natalie. We're having you back.
Absolutely.
But we will see you guys later.
See you next Tuesday.
Bye.